This is really, really good learning material for all of you that are sort of trying to learn how to play this game. Notice how the W actually came in and confirmed here. So you can't even say, well, this is a professionals game and those damn professionals, they're so crooked. They never give you an opportunity to get in at the bottom. This thing gave you, this is a weekly chart. It confirmed the W here. You're going to risk against this low here. It literally gave you, and you all know the answer to this, so I'm just sort of blabbing away here. But you can see there is the W, boosh. So it gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, almost 14 weeks. I mean, that's a long time. It doesn't really surprise me that this whole market's going to come off here. I guess this is the SOL chart itself. That looks awfully head and shoulders Z. And keep in mind, this thing has come an awful long way. I hate to say it, but if we actually look at like where this thing has actually come from, would it make sense for maybe this thing to maybe calm down a little bit? Maybe just cool your jets a bit. I kind of think so. Boom. All right. So we go daily chart. Now you can see the double bottom, pretty bottom. And also too, right, if we change this to a weekly chart, hopefully you can see the weekly W's. So, and actually this is an interesting one because if anything, this is really, really good learning material for all of you that are sort of trying to learn how to play this game. Notice how the W actually came in and confirmed here. So you can't even say, well, this is a professionals game and those damn professionals, they're so crooked. They never give you an opportunity to get in at the bottom. This thing gave you, this is a weekly chart. It confirmed the W here. You're going to risk against this low here. It literally gave you, but you can see there is the W, boosh. So it gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, almost 14 weeks. I mean, that's a long time. And it never did get back to even the noob stop. It came down, rallied up, broke out, and see you later. So you can make the argument that really this one was a pretty easy one. Of course, we've had tons and tons of these bottoms come in. So really seeing this shouldn't surprise. I mean, we've seen this right across the crypto space, right? So the question here now is, I guess first and foremost, have we hit any sort of technical objectives that would sort of say, you know what, maybe we ought to just cool our jets? 4669 was that high right there. Got a bit of play there. 2.618. That's kind of out in no man's land. So it still looks to me like we could come up into this 877 up top here. Let's see if this thing produced anything noticeable. No, not really. Some play 2.618, but went blowing through 4669. So again, I still don't really have a problem with looking for this window up here. Let's do retracements. 3.618. 50%. So really you could argue, right? All we've done is rallied into Collins dump chaser zone. But again, 50% level, the odds are that that should be traded too. Good old WD GAN and all that kind of fun talk. The fact that this 50% level is so closely aligned with that 877, and then you always hear Brian talking about candle body highs for trade location. And there are some trapped bulls right in here. In fact, I would even say there's a whole bunch of trapped bulls in this candle right there. Let's cross that bridge when we come to it. I would even say just in the short term, let's call this key resistance right in there. Suppose you could do all of these, right? Candle body highs your trade location there. So you can see a whole cluster of levels all in this area. So again, I don't know. I don't really see anything. How does this sort of go? If we have trade location, and this, I don't even know whether this would even really be that good of a trade location. I think, if we can get up into mountain man levels and then, rally all the way up into reload short zones, that would be a really good shorting trade location. This would almost be kind of like, yeah, actually, you know what this looks like to me here, for whatever it's worth, is this looks like a head and shoulder. So that's your left shoulder, that's your neckline. This is your head all the way down the bottom here, then back to your neckline, then a shoulder back down into that level. And I like that because I do believe that there's going to be a sizable correction. This sort of, maybe it happens a little bit earlier. Maybe it is something like that. But I could easily see sort of, and I don't know. I mean, maybe the market stays firm into the halving event. Maybe this whole thing just tops out into that sort of everybody's expecting that ETF event, and that happens in early January. I think that's when the next deadline is, and then we start our correction. I don't know, but I like that kind of thinking going forward here. So the issue that I have with this chart right here is maybe we're coming into trade location. Colin and his dump chasers, horizontal support and resistance, previous key, pivot high lows, 877s. I suppose maybe we could even think about things like extension targets. We could probably do, this would be a really, really simple one, probably too simple. What the best way to do this is. Maybe even something like there to there. And then bot setup. Oh yeah, that was 33. This was the little bot that we were talking about earlier. So then there up to there, and then we'll go bot trade. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That lines up nicely. So there was the bot sort of A, B, C, D. But if this is an alt AB equals CD, we can go 127.2. But oh, look at what we have here, 1.618 up into that level there. That's another reason why I kind of like that. Maybe we see a rally up tag this 50% level. I don't know. Tough to say. So I don't know whether I really have any sort of top here. And then finally, what do we actually want to see to try and sort of paint tops? And my hunch is you probably saw it here. Notice this huge move, right? Huge momentum push. Woohoo! And then you got this one that sort of started here and woohoo! So what do you think? Is the momentum slightly less on this move versus this move? I'd probably say yes. Unfortunately, we don't have enough data there to go back and see. If anybody has an exchange where Solana data does go back further than that, let me know. Yeah, you can. Oh, even look at that, eh? Woo-wee. Okay, so we said there was a big momentum push, so that's that. And then this is the less push, and that's that. And there's your divergence. So confirm momentum divergence comes in right here. That's this break right here. Any kind of short signal, go with it. There's a big M, and see you later. Right. And if you actually did this on a log scale, you would see how tight that M top was. That's the trade. Boom. So do we have that yet? I don't think so. In fact, actually, you know what this kind of looks like? This looks like maybe that point right there. So we're going through maybe a bit of a correction here. I wouldn't be surprised if, maybe we have to like over the next month or so. Maybe this is the top. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if there's another push up top here, though, to create that momentum top. And let's see, maybe on the daily charts you see it over here. Let's see. All right, so you see how we were making higher highs. Okay, everything's fine. We had to have a pullback, then we made higher highs. All right, then we had a pullback, then we made higher highs, and lower high. So there's sort of your warning sign on the daily chart. Things are looking a little dangerous. Then we pushed again to another high, and look at the high on the momentum here. I mean, just a shadow of the old highs. Major warning sign. Sure enough, boosh, down we go. Had to take some time, clean itself up. Beautiful bottom right in here. Really like the look of that bottom. Also, too, nice long momentum wedge. And then we broke out, right? And, probably the best thing for you to do to see that breakout is just start drawing things like trend lines. Can I get W's on other sides of trend lines? So there's W's. All right, away we go. Probably if the daily chart's starting to look divvy here, maybe that's our indication that on the dailies, maybe we got to cool our jets. Well, I don't see any divs here on the dailies yet. So right now, I just have to think of this as, well, price just went a little too far too fast. And all we're doing is we're coming back to short-term support, kind of like here, kind of like here. Just got to come back to actual some moving average. Getting ready for the next move back up.